Ever wondered why some people live past 100, looking vibrant and full of energy, while others struggle with health issues way earlier? Picture this, a 105-year-old climbing stairs every single day like it's nothing. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, it's real, and it's just one of the mind-blowing secrets we're unpacking today. If you've ever felt tired, sluggish, or worried about aging too fast, this is for you. We're diving into hidden longevity hacks, like why stopping at 80% full could change your life, the metabolic switch at hour 12, and a simple water protocol nobody talks about. These aren't just theories. They're proven strategies from cultures and science that can help you feel stronger, sharper, and younger, no matter your age. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll have a personal blueprint to transform your health and maybe even outlive your own expectations. Let's uncover what's been holding you back and how to flip the script on aging, starting now. 1. Building on the idea that aging doesn't have to mean slowing down, let's dive into an extraordinary story that challenges everything you might believe about growing older. Imagine a man at 105 years old, not just getting by, but truly thriving. This was Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, a Japanese physician who redefined what longevity looks like. While most of us picture someone that age as frail or retired, Dr. Hinohara was working 18-hour days, treating patients, delivering lectures, and writing books. And get this, he insisted on taking the stairs every day, often two at a time. At 105, this wasn't a burden for him. It was just part of his vibrant, active life. Now, here's where it gets even more surprising. You've probably heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? Not for Dr. Hinohara. He often ate just one main meal a day, usually dinner, keeping breakfast and lunch incredibly simple or even skipping them altogether. His approach flew in the face of conventional wisdom, yet it was rooted in decades of medical practice and observations of long-lived individuals. This wasn't just a quirky habit. It hinted at a deeper, unconventional perspective on health. But the real turning point in his life came at 58, an age when many start winding down. He was on Japan Airlines Flight 351 when it was hijacked by the Japanese Red Army. Held hostage for 4 days in sweltering heat, bound to his seat, he faced the very real fear of not making it out alive. Against all odds, he survived, and that experience reshaped his entire outlook. Every moment after that felt like a gift, a bonus. It shifted his focus from merely adding years to his life to infusing life into every year. What he discovered from this, and from studying other centenarians, was profound. The longest-lived, most vibrant people weren't always the ones obsessing over every health trend or strict diet. Instead, they shared a powerful drive, a commitment to something bigger than themselves. Whether it was contributing to their community, creating, or serving others, this sense of purpose seemed to fuel their energy far more than any meal or workout plan. Dr. Hinohara lived this truth himself, dedicating his life to easing suffering and sharing wisdom. He once said that energy comes from feeling good, not just from eating well or sleeping a lot. And for him, that good feeling was tied to his work and connections with others. So, think about this. What if the secret to a long, vibrant life isn't just in the food you eat or the steps you take, but in why you do it? Dr. Hinohara's story shows us that aligning your daily habits with a deeper sense of purpose might just be the key to unlocking a level of vitality most of us can only dream of. Let's reflect on how we can bring that kind of intention into our own lives, no matter where we are on our journey. 2. Building on the inspiring story of Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, who showed us that vitality at any age often stems from purpose and unconventional habits. Let's explore a fascinating biological process that might just underpin his extraordinary approach to life. Imagine a mechanism within your body so vital, so fundamental, that it acts as your cell's ultimate spring cleaning crew. This process is called autophagy, a term that literally means self-eating, and it's your body's ingenious way of recycling and renewing itself at the cellular level. For years, scientists puzzled over how cells manage to clear out waste and damaged parts. The mystery began to unravel thanks to Dr. Yoshinori Osumi, a Japanese cell biologist whose groundbreaking work earned him the Nobel Prize in 2016. Using something as simple as baker's yeast, he revealed the magic of autophagy. Despite their simplicity, yeast cells share core processes with our human cells. Dr. Osumi starved these yeast cells, depriving them of nutrients, and under the microscope, he witnessed something remarkable. Structures called vacuoles, the cell's recycling centers, swelled as they consumed cellular junk, old proteins, damaged mitochondria, and other debris. Under stress, these cells intelligently broke down non-essential or damaged components to generate energy and materials for repair. Picture a microscopic city under siege, not crumbling, but resourcefully dismantling its broken structures to fortify its defenses and sustain life. This isn't just about clearing waste. It's profound cellular renewal. It's your body's way of saying, let's take what's old or broken, dismantle it, and rebuild something better. This process becomes incredibly relevant when we think about aging and health, especially in preventing serious conditions like cancer. When autophagy falters, damaged components pile up, cells become dysfunctional, and sometimes these damaged cells can turn dangerous, even cancerous. Dr. Osumi's research showed that autophagy acts as a crucial gatekeeper, neutralizing rogue cells before they multiply. While it's not a cure, a robust autophagy process is a powerful natural defense, maintaining a clean, healthy cellular environment. Think of a city that constantly clears its garbage and rebuilds its infrastructure. It's inherently more resilient and vibrant. This discovery reshaped our understanding, showing that autophagy isn't just a background hum, but a dynamic response to stress, particularly nutrient scarcity. So what does this mean for us? Remember Dr. Hinohara's unconventional eating habits, often going long periods without food? Could there be a connection? What if the timing of when we eat, or more importantly, when we don't eat, plays a key role in activating this cellular cleanup? As you go about your day, reflect on this. Are your cells actively renewing, efficiently clearing out the junk and rebuilding? Or are they struggling under accumulated debris? What if the secret to supporting this powerful process lies not in adding more to your routine, but in the strategic timing of nourishment or the deliberate absence of it? Let that thought linger as you consider how small shifts in your daily habits might unlock a deeper level of health and vitality. 3. Building on the inspiring story of Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, whose vitality showed us that purpose and unconventional habits can redefine aging. Let's dive into a surprising morning ritual that might just amplify your body's natural renewal processes. Picture this, a practice so simple, yet so counterintuitive that it's rumored to be a closely guarded secret among some of the world's most high-pressure leaders. We're talking about a liquid-only breakfast championed by Dr. Yumi Ishihara, a name that carries weight in Japan's wellness circles. This isn't just any liquid, but a minimalist blend, often fresh carrot and apple juice. While many of us load up on toast, eggs, or cereal first thing in the morning, imagine these elite figures sipping something far simpler. Now, why would they do this? Dr. Ishihara offers a bold perspective. Eating solid food, especially before noon, could be speeding up the aging process. Her reasoning hinges on the energy it takes to digest. Breaking down complex foods right after waking demands a huge amount of your body's resources. This leaves less energy for critical tasks like cellular repair and detoxification. By opting for easily digestible liquids, you're giving your digestive system an extended break, allowing your body to prioritize deep internal maintenance. Think about the carrot-apple mix. It's not random. Carrots deliver a wealth of nutrients without taxing your system, and apples add a gentle sweetness with fiber that supports gut health. This liquid phase typically lasts until around midday, extending the overnight fast and giving your body a longer window free from heavy digestive work. It's like letting your internal systems focus on a thorough cleanup before the day's demands kick in. The outcomes Dr. Ishihara has observed are striking. Consider a high-powered executive, constantly drained by fatigue and mental fog, who, after switching to this morning liquid ritual, rediscovered an energy and clarity they hadn't felt in years. Or picture someone plagued by chronic inflammation, maybe skin flare-ups or joint pain, finding noticeable relief just by granting their digestive system this morning rest. One remarkable case involved a man in his late 50s, showing early signs of metabolic syndrome with borderline high blood sugar and triglycerides. By simply adopting this liquid start to his day, with no other major changes at first, his health markers began to improve dramatically, astonishing even his doctor. This isn't about deprivation. It's about strategic nourishment and rest. This approach turns the old saying of breakfast like a king on its head. What if, for the sake of long-term health, a lighter, liquid beginning allows your body to handle its essential repair work more effectively? As you reflect on your own morning habits, consider whether extending those few hours without solid food might offer more benefits than a hearty meal right away. Could the real key to vitality lie in knowing when to give your body a break, just as much as in what you feed it? 4. Let's explore another profound, yet simple habit that could redefine how we age. We're traveling to Okinawa, Japan, a place often called a blue zone, where living to 100 isn't just a dream. It's almost the norm. The secret here isn't some complex medical breakthrough, but an ancient piece of wisdom known as Hara Hachibu. Rooted in Confucian thought, it means eating until you're only 80% full. Now, don't jump to thinking this is just about eating less. It's far deeper than that. It's about tuning into your body's signals with precision. Consider how many of us are taught to finish everything on our plate or eat until we're stuffed. In contrast, Okinawans stop at that delicate point where hunger is gone, but fullness hasn't set in. That 20% gap isn't about deprivation. It's about giving your body a vital edge. So, how do you even know when you're 80% full? Your stomach doesn't come with a gauge, after all. This is where Okinawan practices shine with practical brilliance. First, there's the 20-minute rule. It takes about that long for your brain to catch the satiety signals from your stomach. By eating slowly and savoring each bite, they're not just enjoying their food. They're using a biological trick to avoid overeating. Rush through a meal in 5 minutes, and you'll likely overshoot that sweet spot before your brain gets the message. Another clever approach is how they control portions, not with tiny, unsatisfying diet plates, but through small dishes and multiple courses. This naturally slows you down, encouraging mindful pauses between bites. Picture eating from a small bowl, taking your time, and then asking yourself, am I still truly hungry? More often than not, the answer is no, I'm satisfied. That's the golden zone of 80% full. Studies on Okinawan centenarians reveal their diet, rich in vegetables, sweet potatoes, and soy, is naturally lower in calories than a typical Western one, sometimes by as much as 20%, yet it's packed with nutrients. They're not missing out. They're just not overloading their systems. This practice ties into your body's remarkable self-healing abilities. The mild, consistent calorie restriction of Hara Hachi supports processes like cellular cleanup, allowing your internal systems to work more efficiently every single day. It's not about harsh fasting, but a gentle, daily maintenance that keeps your body from being overwhelmed. Think of it as recalibrating what full means to you, from feeling stuffed to simply no longer hungry. It's a small shift, but as the Okinawans show us, the long-term impact on health and vitality is anything but small. So, here's a little challenge for your next meal. Eat a bit more slowly, put your fork down between bites, and about halfway through pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I still hungry, or am I just eating because it's there, or it tastes good? Just notice your answer. No judgment needed. What do you feel? This simple act of tuning in could be the first step toward a healthier, more vibrant you. 5. Building on the gentle wisdom of Hara Hachibu, where Okinawans eat only until they're 80% full to support lifelong vitality. let's explore a more radical perspective that has reshaped how many in Japan view health and aging. Imagine a surgeon who revolutionized colonoscopic techniques and, over decades, peered into the inner workings of over 300,000 stomachs and intestines. What he witnessed wasn't just biology, it was a revelation. This is the story of Dr. Hiromi Shinya and his groundbreaking, sometimes unsettling, insights. Dr. Shinya's direct observations led to a theory that challenges conventional thinking. We are all born with a limited pool of what he calls life enzymes or mother enzymes. Think of this as a finite energy bank, the source of all specific enzymes our body needs for digestion, metabolism, and repair. Once depleted, the consequences are profound. Through his examinations, he saw stark contrasts in intestinal health. Those consuming heavy amounts of animal protein, particularly meat and dairy, often had colons resembling corroded pipes, riddled with inflammation, pouches, and even shadowy polyps, their waste carrying the harsh stench of undigested protein decay. In striking contrast, patients with plant-based diets, rich in whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, revealed colons with vibrant, pink mucosa, a picture of vitality. This led Dr. Shinya to a sobering conclusion. Digesting challenging foods like excessive animal protein or processed items acts like overdrawing from our precious enzyme reserve. When the body is forced to churn out digestive enzymes relentlessly, it leaves little for critical tasks like cellular repair or detoxification. It's not just expenditure, it's a plunder of life's very essence. To counter this, he proposed a bold strategy, a daily 16-hour fasting window. This isn't merely a break for the digestive system. It's a liberation of those vital enzymes, redirecting them toward healing and rejuvenation. In his view, enzymes aren't just biological catalysts. They're the currency of life force, and fasting is the ultimate wealth management. While this finite enzyme pool theory remains debated in Western medicine, which often assumes the body can produce enzymes as needed with the right raw materials, Dr. Shinya's decades of first-hand observation have left a lasting impact in Japan. His passionate call to protect our enzymatic reserves through diet and fasting has inspired countless individuals to rethink their relationship with food. So, take a moment to reflect on your own eating patterns. Without any judgment, just notice, when does your body seem to struggle most with digestion, as if it's overdrawing its reserves? And when does it feel like it can finally breathe, allowing those precious life enzymes to rest and restore? This simple awareness might be the first step toward safeguarding your health for years to come. 6. Today, we're exploring a comforting brew from Japanese wellness practices, a trio of black tea, Okinawan black sugar, and ginger. This isn't just a warm drink. It's a strategic ally for your health, offering subtle support when your digestive system needs a rest. First, let's talk about Okinawan black sugar, or Kakudo. I know the word sugar might raise eyebrows, especially when we're mindful of what we put into our bodies. But Kakudo is a far cry from the refined white sugar you find in most kitchens. Unprocessed and hailing from Okinawa, it's packed with minerals like potassium, iron, and calcium, thanks to the molasses that gives it a deep, complex flavor. This isn't empty sweetness. It's a gentle source of energy and nutrients, especially helpful when you're giving your body a break from heavy meals, as it doesn't cause sharp blood sugar spikes. Now, let's add ginger to the mix. This isn't just a spice for flavor. It's a powerhouse with anti-inflammatory properties, largely due to compounds like gingerol. As we age, managing inflammation becomes even more crucial, particularly when we're easing the load on our digestive system. Ginger acts like a soothing internal helper, calming those hidden flares of inflammation that can surface when the body is in a state of rest or cleansing. It also comforts the digestive tract, which would be a real blessing during lighter eating periods. Then there's black tea, the warm foundation of this blend. Beyond its comforting warmth, black tea brings antioxidants like theaflavins and theorubigens to the table, offering a protective boost. It provides a mild lift in focus and energy without the harsh jolt of stronger stimulants, aligning perfectly with your body's natural pace of restoration as you age. When you combine these three, mineral-rich Kakuto, warming ginger, and antioxidant-packed black tea, you create more than just a tasty beverage. You're crafting a supportive elixir that works with your body's efforts, not against them. This drink isn't about loading up on calories. It's a subtle nudge of warmth, energy, and anti-inflammatory support, making periods of digestive rest more comfortable and effective. It's a beautiful example of how traditional wisdom can nourish us in ways modern science is just beginning to appreciate. So, think about this as you sip your next cup of tea. Could a simple, time-honored blend like this be a small but meaningful step in supporting your body's natural healing? What everyday comforts, rooted in tradition, might you be overlooking in your own journey to stay vibrant and well? Let's take a moment to honor these gentle practices and the profound impact they can have on our health as we grow older. 7. Let's explore a powerful yet often overlooked concept: the timing of when we eat. Imagine a hidden metabolic clock within your body that can unlock remarkable health benefits, not by changing what you eat, but by adjusting when you eat. This isn't about restriction or deprivation. It's about aligning with a specific window of time that science is showing can support vitality, especially as we grow older. Your body typically relies on glucose, derived from carbohydrates and sugars, as its primary fuel. It's a quick and accessible energy source right after meals. But what happens when that fuel runs low, say, many hours after your last bite? Rather than stalling, your body initiates a fascinating shift. Around the 12-hour mark after eating, a metabolic switch flips, transitioning from burning glucose to tapping into an alternative, highly efficient fuel called ketones. This isn't just a backup plan. It's a profound change that can benefit your system in surprising ways. This switch matters because ketones, especially one known as beta-hydroxybutyrate, do more than provide energy. They act as signaling molecules, prompting your cells to enhance protective mechanisms. Research, including studies from experts like Dr. Takayuki Doriya at the Okinawan Institute of Science and Technology, shows that extending this fasting window to 12 or even 16 hours can trigger a surge in your body's natural antioxidant production. This helps shield your cells from the kind of damage that builds up over time, supporting healthy aging in a way that feels almost effortless. What's remarkable is how this period of rest allows your body to focus on internal maintenance. Without food coming in, your system prioritizes deeper restorative processes, leading to reports of improved mental clarity and steady energy among those who adapt to this rhythm. It's a stark contrast to the ups and downs some experience with frequent, sugar-heavy eating patterns. This isn't about going hungry. It's about strategically giving your digestive system a break to let these benefits shine. So, how can you ease into exploring this 12 to 16-hour window? It's simpler than you might think, and it challenges the conventional 3 meals a day mindset in a refreshing way. If you finish dinner by 7 p.m., waiting until 7 a.m. for a light breakfast already gets you to 12 hours. Could you wrap up eating a bit earlier, say at 6 p.m., or push your first meal to 8 a.m.? Sipping water or a plain herbal tea in the morning can help smooth this transition. The key is to start small and listen to your body. If you're used to late dinners and early breakfasts, extending your overnight fast by just 1 hour for a week is a gentle way to begin, then add another hour if it feels right. Remember, this isn't a sprint. It's about discovering a sustainable rhythm that lets your body tap into these metabolic advantages. The shift to ketone use, with its protective boost, offers a practical tool for maintaining wellness over the years. As you consider your current eating schedule, think about a small, comfortable adjustment to edge closer to that 12-hour mark. Reflect on how this quiet period of metabolic recalibration might support your journey to age with strength and vitality. 8. You've optimized your eating window, feeling the subtle hum of your body's shift to ketones. But what if, despite these efforts, invisible saboteurs are lurking on your plate, quietly slamming the brakes on the very self-cleaning system you're trying to activate? Autophagy, that cellular cleanup process vital for healthy aging. Let's spotlight a few dietary culprits that can hinder this process. First, refined sugars and highly processed carbohydrates. Think sugary cereals, sweet lattes, pastries, or even white bread. When these imposters flood your system, they trigger a blood sugar spike, prompting a surge of insulin. High insulin levels act like a blaring alarm, shouting, "Fuel's plentiful. No need for cleanup." This directly shuts down autophagy, leaving your cellular maintenance crew on standby. Next, processed meats like sausages, bacon, deli meats, and hot dogs. Beyond preservatives, these often contain advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, harmful compounds formed during high heat cooking or in your bloodstream. They pile up cellular debris while making autophagy's job harder, like tossing trash on the floor while the janitor's on break. Then there's trans fats, those artificial fats in margarines, baked goods, and fried foods. They spark inflammation and disrupt cellular function, turning autophagy into a sluggish, clumsy process, as if trying to fix a delicate machine with greasy hands. Interestingly, when we look at traditional diets known for longevity, like those in certain cultures, we see they naturally sidestep these traps. Their sweets are modest, proteins lean toward unprocessed fish or beans, and cooking methods favor gentle heat over deep frying. It's not deliberate avoidance, but a cultural wisdom that fosters an environment where autophagy can thrive. So, take a peek at your own plate. Are these silent blockers sneaking in regularly? This isn't about perfection, but awareness. What if stepping away from these autophagy suppressors could unlock a stronger, self-healing capacity in your body? Consider swapping one refined sugar, processed meat, or trans fat for a whole food alternative in your next meal. Notice how even a small shift might leave you feeling lighter, more vibrant, as you support your body's natural renewal. 9. What if I told you that something as basic as water, when used with precision and intention, could be a game changer for that self-cleaning process we've been focusing on, autophagy? We're talking about more than just sipping water whenever you feel thirsty. This is a deliberate ritual, especially in the morning, to awaken and hydrate your body after a night of repair and dehydration. Picture this. As soon as you wake up, before coffee or breakfast, you reach for 2 to 3 large glasses of water, about 500 to 750 milliliters. This isn't a rushed gulp, but a steady, mindful intake. It's like giving your internal system a gentle flush, rehydrating every thirsty cell and stimulating your digestive tract to clear out overnight waste. Now, the temperature matters more than you might think. Stick to room temperature or slightly warm water. Why? Ice-cold water can shock your system first thing in the morning, potentially constricting blood vessels in your gut and slowing digestion. Warm or room temperature water, on the other hand, feels like a soothing embrace for your organs, gently waking them up without any jolt. Timing is everything here. Make this the very first thing you do upon waking, before anything else touches your lips. This allows the water to move through your stomach unobstructed, hydrating and cleansing when your body needs it most. Think of it as clearing the path for your cells to do their best work. So, how does this connect to autophagy, that cellular cleanup crucial for healthy aging? While a glass of water won't directly flip the switch on autophagy, consider this. Your cells are like intricate machines that need the right environment to function. Dehydration stresses them out, slowing down processes like waste removal and nutrient transport, key components of autophagy. By hydrating properly, especially first thing in the morning, you're paving a smooth road for your cellular cleanup crew, ensuring they have the resources to identify and clear out damaged parts efficiently. But hydration's role in supporting autophagy doesn't end with your morning ritual. Let's talk about what you sip throughout the day. Green tea, a staple in many long-living cultures, isn't just a comforting drink. It's loaded with powerful compounds called catechins, especially one known as EGCG. Research shows these catechins act like quiet guardians for your cells, enhancing autophagy's effectiveness. They don't kickstart it like a long fast might, but they support the process by reducing oxidative stress and keeping cellular pathways clear. Imagine them as a maintenance team, working subtly all day to keep things running smoothly. So, picture this duo, starting your day with a purposeful morning water ritual to deeply hydrate and cleanse, then weaving in green tea to nourish your cells hour by hour. It's a simple yet profound strategy that goes beyond just drinking water. It's about intention. Tomorrow morning, when your eyes first open, let that initial sip of room temperature water be a quiet promise to your body. And in the afternoon, maybe swap out a less supportive drink for a warm cup of green tea. Feel how even these small acts can honor the incredible renewal happening within you. 10. Let's explore a powerful yet often overlooked tool that can truly enhance your cellular health. I'm talking about something as simple as water, but used with precision and purpose, especially for those of us in our later years when hydration becomes even more critical for maintaining vitality. Imagine starting your day with a deliberate ritual right after you wake up. Before reaching for that cup of coffee or breakfast, take a moment to pour yourself 2 to 3 large glasses of water, somewhere between 500 to 750 milliliters. This isn't about chugging it down in a hurry. Sip it steadily, mindfully, letting it gently rehydrate every cell after a night of rest and repair. Think of it as a soft rinse for your internal system, waking up your digestive tract and helping to flush out any overnight buildup. Now, let's talk temperature because it makes a bigger difference than you might realize. Stick to room temperature or slightly warm water. Cold water straight from the fridge can be a bit of a shock to your system first thing in the morning, potentially tightening up blood vessels in your gut and slowing things down. Warm or room temperature water, on the other hand, feels like a comforting hug to your organs, easing them into the day without any jolt. For many of my older patients, this small tweak has made mornings feel so much smoother. Timing is key here. Make this the very first thing you do upon waking, before anything else passes your lips. This way, the water can move through your stomach without obstruction, hydrating and cleansing when your body is most receptive. It's like clearing the path for your system to do its best work, especially important as we age and our body's natural processes need a little extra support. So, how does this tie into that cellular cleanup process so vital for healthy aging? Well, while a glass of water doesn't directly trigger that self-cleaning mechanism, it sets the stage. Your cells are like delicate machines that need the right conditions to function well. Dehydration can stress them out, slowing down waste removal and nutrient delivery. By hydrating properly first thing in the morning, you're giving those cells a fighting chance to clear out damaged bits and keep things running efficiently. I've seen this make a real difference for folks dealing with morning stiffness or sluggishness. Hydration can be a quiet game changer. But let's not stop at the morning. What you sip throughout the day matters too. For many long-living communities, a certain warm beverage has been a staple, packed with compounds that act like gentle protectors for your cells. These compounds help reduce stress on your system and support those cellular pathways, keeping them clear. Picture weaving this into your afternoon routine, maybe swapping out a sugary drink for a soothing cup. It's a small act, but over time, it nourishes your body hour by hour. Here's the beauty of this approach. It's not about overhauling your life overnight. It's about intention. Tomorrow morning, when your eyes open, let that first sip of room temperature water be a quiet promise to yourself, a commitment to honor the incredible renewal happening within. And as the day goes on, think about those small, supportive choices in what you drink. I've had patients in their 70s and 80s tell me they feel a renewed sense of lightness just from these tiny shifts. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound tools for health are already within our reach, waiting for us to use them with care. As we close this journey together, I want you to remember that vitality isn't about chasing the latest trend or magic pill. It's about listening to your body, starting with the simplest acts of care and building from there. Observe how these small changes make you feel. Maybe it's a bit more energy in the morning or a sense of calm in the afternoon. This is your path, your unique way of nurturing the wisdom and strength you've carried through the years. Let's keep honoring that one mindful sip at a time.